Hi, I'm Chris Raptus Real Estate. Obviously, we've just had the core inflation figures come out, which is higher than expected at 3.8%. What does that mean? Well, it means that the interest rates are definitely not going to come down. It means that we could kiss possibly the Santa rally goodbye, and I'm going to call it the interest rates could potentially go up. So it's really quite disappointing to see that electricity up 33%, food and housing up 5.8%. So I'll put a few statistics in the description below of those core inflation figures. What I'm seeing is a lot of property being hit on the market now just before Christmas. So obviously more supply, less demand could put downward pressure on prices. So it's certainly not what we want to see. But, at the end of the day, we've been nothing but surprised in the property market. So, who knows, things might continue to keep pushing up, especially if, the migrants are relocating from interstate. And the banks are continuously going to lend. So it's interesting times. Certainly the stock market didn't take the news too favorably. Obviously, you can hear the disappointment in my tone, in my voice, because I was really hoping that interest rates would come down and allow the pressure of mortgage repayments for Aussie borrowers at the moment to come off. It's just disappointing. Right before Christmas, nothing surprises me. It just means also, or it doesn't just mean, it means that families are going to have to tighten their belt and potentially watch their Christmas spending this year. So that will affect retail as well, which is the last thing that we want to see and hear, especially for those in small business that rely on this part of trade and a busy period of time that it is. So yeah, I'm extremely disappointed, pissed off, to be honest, to see that that 0.2% inflation increase, is going to impact potentially the rates. And what I am also seeing is not only is a lot of properties being listed on the market, probably I'd say about 10 to 15% of the overall listings I've seen come on the market is people also yanking their listings because they're not potentially getting their prices. So certainly it's one or the other. You're either going to sell really quickly, or vendors are not going to get what they want at